I really try to at least upload once a week. I really try for that.
The fire alarm constantly goes off in the background of this video.
I'm just disappointed, you know? I was just a little disappointed.
Thanks for stating you were disappointed 2 seconds after we hear you say you were disappointed.
And that is probably one of my most disliked videos in terms of ratio. I had like over 109 dislikes.
Richard liked his own video.
So in another video I did after that, I sort of took back what I said. I said, okay guys, I'm sorry it's starting to grow on me. That was somewhat true, but that was also just because of all the backlash I got for that.
Damage control shows us all you have no way of sticking to your values if views are called into the question.
Now when I say that, I know it kind of sounds like a rant. I'm not meaning it to be.
This is most definitely a rant.
I feel it just might not be good, because it's being released in like a month or something.
This video was made before Shin Gojira came out in Japan, so no one has seen the full movie by this point, making all of this invalid.
Let's just go ahead and start with something they said themselves. They said it's going to be the scariest iteration of Godzilla.
Thanks for saying they. I know you're referring to Toho, but I always appreciate a good round of the pronoun game.
It's one of my most viewed videos on it, so if you guys want to go ahead and check it out.
Shameless advertising.
You just have to make it so that you have to get the atmosphere right. There's just nothing really to be scared about because he's like Godzilla in every other Godzilla movie, an unstoppable force of nature.
Saying that is saying all Godzillas can't be scary because they are all like other Godzillas, which I think is true, but you are arguing all you have to do is make the tone scary, and suddenly that Godzilla, which is not scary because he's like all other Godzillas, is scary out of the blue.
They did not put all their money into this. I think, honestly, they kind of half-assed this from what I've seen.
Clearly, this movie doesn't have the budget of an American action movie because it isn't an American action movie. Saying this movie is half-assed because it doesn't have our standard of budget is a failure to understand foreign filmmaking.
I'm just going to say it again. I think they should have gone CGI route.
They did go CGI route. In fact, they one-upped Godzilla 2014 by having it done in mocap to give the classic feel. It's a true testament to how good the CGI is in Shin Gojira that most of us back then thought it was a suit. We really believed what was on screen was real and in front of the camera.
So they should have got a Hollywood guy to do it. Oh, they can't afford it and stuff like that. Then outsource. Put money into it.
Outsourcing would only add to the budget problems, not take away from them.
Because you're going to be competing with 2014 here, which was a huge blockbuster.
2014 was not that huge of a blockbuster in terms of its budget and its profit, though.
You cannot just get away with... you have to actually put work and effort into this. And from what I see, I just don't see it, and it's sad. I just really do not see it so far.
Gojira54 sums up all his videos perfectly right here.
And this suit does not look real. It looks like something that came out 10 years ago.
Again, this isn't a suit, it's CGI, done up to look like a suit.
But in that ad, you see him walking out of the water, and it just looks fake as crap. I mean, oh my gosh.
If you would have waited until you saw the movie, you would learn this scene isn't from the movie, at least not the way it's presented here.
In that same Parco ad,
the shadow isn't there because the sun's angle on Godzilla. There would not be a shadow cast where you can see it because the sun is not behind Godzilla.
Look at that. I mean, that is so lazy. Like, you can see the way the tail moves. It's the exact same shot.
The side-by-side was a really bad idea because if you look closely at the end, you can see the tail is doing different things in each shot, meaning that it only moves similar, not the same.
Godzilla, check.
Godzilla? Check. Really? Every Godzilla movie ever.
Godzilla mindlessly destroying things, check. Dumb military attacking Godzilla, check. Cliche military boardroom conference scenes, check. Boring characters that were given no dialogue in the trailers because of how boring they are, check. And hot Japanese girl, check.
Every one of those checks for why Shin Gojira is nothing new can be applied to 2014.
Let's just say I was a film fan, but if I were to look at it like that, I would not have any reason to be excited for this movie. I wouldn't want to see it.
Again, had this rant been put off until the movie had come out, you would have realized that average Japanese moviegoers considered this movie a masterpiece, making your arguments invalid.
But what is there? It just looks like every other Godzilla movie.
Saying there's nothing original from Shin Gojira is the biggest sign he has no clue what he's talking about as a result of this rant coming out before the movie.
It looks cheesy, you know, the special effects don't. If you don't believe me,
The video freezes up on a still frame of his face. Why not just put a picture or video on screen of Godzilla so we don't have to stare at a still of your face with narration?
it just looks. It's just not good enough.
Also, this is some really bad green screen. I know how hard it is to work with a green screen, but you have to have proper lighting if you're gonna try and use one. Otherwise, you have that weird shadow behind your head and it ruins the quality of your videos. You might as well just sit there in your bedroom with no background, assuming people will be fine seeing your room behind you. Just to be clear here, guys, I have no problems with Gojira 5400. This was nothing personal. I didn't necessarily like his Why Godzilla 2014 is better than Shin Gojira video. It's not because I'm just all Shin Godzilla supporter only, but I just really felt like his reasoning was kind of flawed throughout the video. Again, I don't care if you like Godzilla 2014 more, that's entirely your opinion. This video was just made as a result of him saying he'd love to see a rant on him done by me. So here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Don't send any hate to him as a result of this. So, you know, there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. D-Man out.